1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Pakistan and the United States have agreed on improving bilateral cooperation in economic, trade and investment sectors. Army Chief says effective diplomacy is only possible through strong economy. Pakistan calls upon international community for long-term commitment for reconstruction and rehabilitation phase in flood-affected areas of the country. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism martyred 5 more Kashmiri youth today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and the United States have agreed on improving bilateral cooperation in economic, trade and investment sectors. The understanding was reached during meetings of Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa with Secretary of Defense General Lloyd James Austin III, retired, National Security Advisor Jacob Jeremiah Sullivan and Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Ruth Sherman during his visit to the United States. During the meetings, matters of mutual interest, regional security situation and bilateral cooperation in various fields were discussed. The Army Chief thanked the US officials for their support and reiterated that assistance from our global partners shall be vital for rescue and rehabilitation of the flood victims in Pakistan. He offered heartfelt condolences on the deaths and devastation caused by hurricane in Florida. He said that Pakistan fully understands the loss and pain of victims' families as Pakistan is suffering from similar effects of the climate change. Both sides had convergence on major international issues including Afghanistan and need for cooperation to avoid humanitarian crisis and improving peace and stability in the region. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa says effective diplomacy is only possible through strong economy. He said this during an informal talk at the luncheon arranged by Pakistan Embassy in Washington. The Army Chief said reviving the country's ailing economy should be the first priority of all segments of society, as without a strong economy, it is hard to achieve the set targets. Pakistan has called upon international community for long-term commitment for reconstruction and rehabilitation phase in flood-affected areas of Pakistan. Addressing a fundraiser event in Washington, Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Masood Khan, said millions of women and children displaced by the recent floods in Pakistan are undergoing an inexplicable trauma of life. He said these climate refugees need urgent attention and long-term commitment of the international community. Masood Khan highlighted that more than 70% of 33 million flood-affected population consists of women and children. He said that gastrointestinal infections and other waterborne diseases including dengue fever and malaria have created a disaster within a disaster. Speaking on the occasion, Christopher Jester of US State Department highlighted US assistance for the flood affectees and said that innovative ways are required to help the flood affectees, enabling them to reconstruct and rehabilitate. Ambassador of Belgium Charles Delon called on Punjab Governor Mohammad Balighur Rahman in Lahore today. They discussed important issues including assistance to flood affectees and further promotion of the bilateral trade. Speaking on the occasion, the Punjab governor thanked the ambassador of Belgium for the timely delivery of tents to the flood victims. He said trade between Pakistan and Belgium has increased due to the GSP Plus status. Joint session of the Parliament will be held in Islamabad tomorrow at 5 p.m. President Dr. Arif Alvi will address the joint session. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism martyred 5 more Kashmiri youth today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the Kashmiris were martyred during cordon and search operations in Shopian and Pulwama districts. In India, 35 people have died in 2 different accidents in 2 states. 25 people were killed and 20 others injured after a bus fell into a gorge in the Uttarakhand state. 10 people were killed and 11 others are missing after a group of 34 people were swept by an avalanche during a mountaineering training in Uttaranchal state. The World Teachers' Day is being observed today across the globe, aimed at expressing gratitude for the contributions of teachers. The theme for World Teachers' Day 2022 is "The Change of Education Begins with Teachers." In the Women's Asia Cup, Pakistan will face Thailand at Sylhet tomorrow. The match will start at 8 a.m. Pakistan have already won their 2 matches of the tournament. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.